5,
4, 3,
2,
1.
电话。
Oh, hi. On May 3rd, a Long March 5 rocket carrying the Chang'e 6 lunar probe blasted off from the Wenchang Space Launch Center in China's Hainan province. Why? To collect something like this. In 1978, the US government gifted China 1 gram of moon soil, and half of it is here at the Planetary Museum in Beijing, and the other half was used for research. The Chang'e 6, however, is in search for soil from the far side of the moon, and China will be the first nation ever to achieve this goal. Scientists believe that soil from the far side of the moon will have greater research value because the terrain is more densely covered in craters, suggesting a longer history of impacts from outer space. Will the soil contain ice? And if ice, then water? And if water, could the moon support life? There's so much at this moment we don't know, but what I do know is that this remarkable achievement would not have been possible without China's forward-thinking approach to international collaboration. And to explain more about the Chang'e 6 mission, I have 2 special guests with me today, Ray Hongyang, the Deputy Director of the International Cooperation Department for the Lunar Exploration Center, and Simone Delagnano, Principal Investigator of the Laser Retroreflector for the Italian National Institute for Nuclear Physics. Thank you for joining me today.
Our pleasure.
What has been the main challenges in preparing for this mission to travel to the far side of the moon?
If we send the spacecrafts to the far side, we can see it directly. So if we want the spacecrafts to collect samples from the far side, so what we can do, I think that's the most challenging things for the Chang'e 6 missions. So to overcome this challenge, we send a Chang'e relay satellite to serve this mission. The spacecrafts, can autonomously, collect the lunar samples from the far side. I think this is the big challenge of the Chang'e 6 mission.
Well, for us, the challenges were mainly technical because we had to find an agreement with our Chinese partners on how to design this payload explicitly for this type of mission and how to accommodate the instrument on board. So we had to work with the engineers. We had to do qualifications in which we were able to demonstrate to the agency that the payload would resist and the space environment, which is very critical on the moon, and keep working as expected.
How does it feel for you to work on such an international program?
I think in the white paper, China Deep Space Activities 2021, so it has attached importance to the peaceful use of the outer space and also the benefiting all human beings. I think this is one of the important things that CNA has advocated too.
So as for the collaboration from Italy's side, you've been working with China for 10 years. This year marks the 20th anniversary of China's lunar exploration program. What's your opinions on the future of this collaboration, this partnership?
Well, research is always about collaboration, and so this articulated and long-term program of China is very interesting for researchers all over the world. Other agencies have programs which have a long lifetime, so all these are interesting for the international scientific community. And let me also mention that many measurements are well done or better done in a network of instruments. So in order to learn more about geodesy, geophysics, and also study of general relativity, how the moon orbits the Earth, and together how they orbit the sun, we need a network. And the missing major part is the far side. 5 reflectors on the near side, 0 on the far side. So we want to improve that thanks to this specific mission and future missions. So the overall picture looks good.
Italy wasn't the only country to contribute to the Chang'e 6 mission. France has provided a Dawn instrument, which detects radon outgassing from the lunar crust. Sweden has contributed the first ever dedicated negative ion analyzer. Students from China and Pakistan have invented the first nano-satellite to travel into deep space. And as Simone Delagnano informed us earlier, Italy provided a passive laser retroreflector.
On June 2nd, the probe landed in the South Pole Aitken Basin, and after collecting soil on June 4th, the ascender separated from the lander and lifted off into orbit. The international science community is waiting with bated breath for the soil to travel to Earth, because essentially, they don't know what mysteries lie in the soil. But what we can say of this mission is that it is, in every sense of the term, groundbreaking.
This international effort would not be possible without a dream to build a future where nations collaborate for the betterment of humanity. It's a dream that can allow all of us to reach for the stars and beyond.